Pakistan cricket team is on the roll at the moment. West Indies can compete.
I think West Indies can compete, but I think Pakistan are definitely on a roll.
Pakistani fast bowlers, Shaheen Shah Afridi you mentioned, and Hassan Ali have been performing very well.
When you talk about the limited over game, the 50 over, I think when you've got Shea Hope at the top of the order, he has proven himself.
Bowling straight through, middle stump out of the ground. This is incredible stuff.
वेलकम बैक अगेन टू माय यूट्यूब चैनल। फजीद मोहम्मद मेरे साथ हैं। पिछले प्रोग्राम में आपने देखा कि इन्होंने वेस्ट इंडीज़ की क्रिकेट के बारे में इन डेप्थ बात की और जो गलतियां प्लेयर्स ने भी की या एडमिनिस्ट्रेटर्स ने की उनको हाईलाइट किया और बताया कि होप है कि वेस्ट इंडीज़ की टीम ऊपर आएगी। सो लेट्स टॉक अबाउट पाकिस्तान एंड वेस्ट इंडीज़ सीरीज इन पाकिस्तान। डू यू थिंक दैट पाकिस्तान cricket team is on the roll at the moment? West Indies can compete them?
I think West Indies can compete, but I think Pakistan are definitely on a roll. From what we saw in that World T20, we've always known Pakistan to have enormous talent. And I think when you talk about West Indies fans and Pakistan fans having admiration for West Indies cricket, West Indies fans for many years have had huge admiration for Pakistan cricket because of the way Pakistan play their cricket. It's very much like the West Indies, almost sometimes as inconsistent as the West, but that flair, that passion, that intensity. When you see the quality of cricket, when I saw Babar Azam, for example, for the first time, you saw someone with phenomenal talent. When we saw Shaheen Shah Afridi, not just in the World T20, but in the West Indies in Jamaica for those couple of test matches, you see that legacy of great fast bowling, outstanding fast bowlers, brilliant batsmen. I think Pakistan, especially in their home conditions in Karachi, will start as favourites. I'm hoping that the West Indies, who are resting a number of key players, will be able to rise to the challenge. But I expect to see some really good cricket.
So who are the players you actually hoping they're going to give tough time to the Pakistani bowling lineup and also the batting lineup?
When you look at the West Indies batting lineup, there are a number of players there that the West Indies need to look to build the team going forward. You've got the likes of Shimron Hetmyer, you've got Shea Hope from the Test series, but he has a phenomenal record in one-day cricket. For someone who barely scores a run in Test match cricket, he's very consistent in the one-day game. And there are a lot of talents, there are a lot of players with ability there. Kieron Pollard has struggled. He's getting a lot of criticism back at home to still be captain of the West Indies team, but he's got that experience, and I think it's really up to him to acknowledge the disappointments of the World T20 and really pull this team together. When you're talking about the bowling department, you have many different options there. There are lots of young fast bowlers who are coming on the scene. There are lots of young talents who are coming on the scene. Jaden Seals is someone who I think is going to be playing LPL rather than playing in that Pakistan series. But there are a number of young players, some who might be a bit new to the Pakistan audiences, but I think what you will see from them is that ability and that hunger and that desire, because everybody knows there are many spaces open now in West Indies cricket. So you're going to see quite a bit of interesting mix of talents in this West Indies team.
Tell me, for a captain, you mentioned about Kieron Pollard. How difficult it can be for a captain who is not consistent with his performances to motivate his own team and players?
It can be difficult if you don't have the respect of your players. Because I always remember the Australian captain Mark Taylor. He was going through a very bad patch, and he was being asked the question by his own media, are you worth your place in the team? And he said, well, maybe I'm not, but I think I have the backing of my players. If I deserve to be dropped, I'll be dropped. But he was able to build a successful team even when he wasn't performing. And indeed, I think Kieron Pollard, he has the respect of his players, but he needs to start performing. He needs to start leading from the front and show by example, because there are a lot of young players who look up to him because they see him as one of the successes of franchise cricket, because of course he makes millions. He's well established at Mumbai Indians, he plays all over the world, but when it comes to playing for the West Indies, it has to mean something special. Whatever else you're doing in other games and other tournaments and other franchises, playing for the West Indies has to mean something. And I think it's important for Kieron Pollard to send that message to his players that it's something special to play for the West Indies.
Yeah, I'm with you. You know, when you're playing the franchise cricket, it should be a starter for you. The main course is to represent your country and perform there. Who are the players? You know, pitches in Pakistan, they're not going to be ultra fast. They'll be, you know, very docile and all that. Who are the bowlers do you think can make an impact in Pakistan?
It really depends on actually who is available, because I know some of the key players are not available for this series. They've named the squads, and I was expecting to see some of the established stars, but they are not in it at the moment. But the West Indies squad that has been selected, when you look from the nucleus of the team that went to the World T20, that would have played a number of one-day internationals, I think there's a young fast bowler by the name of Anderson Phillip, who's been given an opportunity. He could be someone who might take an opportunity in that series. Or, as I mentioned, it's disappointing that Jayden Seales might not get the opportunity to be firing on all cylinders. But the West Indies are looking to rebuild at this stage. They are looking to the senior players to give some guidance. We're not seeing the Dwayne Bravos, the Chris Gales anymore. You're seeing some of the young up-and-coming talents getting an opportunity. As I mentioned, in the batting lineup, you'll see some of the names that we've grown accustomed to over the last couple of years. But it's going to be some new names that we're not entirely familiar with, but they really need to come up good against Pakistan, because Pakistan will be very formidable on their own conditions.
So you think the selectors have realized their mistakes of bringing on those senior players whose shelf life was almost over, and now they're looking to make a team for the next World Cup, which is going to happen in Australia?
Yes, indeed, and that's the next World T20. And of course, the West Indies have to play qualifiers for that, because our ranking is so very low. So that's why you're going to see a lot more talented younger players coming into the setup to be given those opportunities to try to make a name for themselves, to establish themselves in the team. A player like Dominic Drakes, he's a bright young talent. He's someone in whom a lot is expected. He's been performing in the CPL. He was used briefly as a net bowler for the West Indies in the T20. There's a young man by the name of Odean Smith, who sometimes clocks 140, 150 kilometers per hour. He's someone who is seen as a tremendous talent as well. So those are two of the examples that come to mind immediately. Dominic Drakes, Odean Smith, they've been featuring in the T10 in Abu Dhabi, Dubai, in different places. So those who watch those franchises might be familiar with them. But those are a couple of names that I'd want your audience to look out for.
Pakistani fast bowlers, Shaheen Shah Afridi you mentioned, and Hassan Ali, they have been performing very well. And there are a couple of kids, new kids on the block. Dhani's there, and then we have Wasim Jr. They've been bowling very well, and they have developed a knack of picking up early wickets with the new ball. Do you think West Indies has the resources to deal with it?
Well, when you talk about the limited over game, the 50 over, I think when you've got Shai Hope at the top of the order, he has proven himself over several years in different parts of the world, because he has a very good average, very good numbers in the 50 over format of the game. Of course, there's no Chris Gale anymore. Evan Lewis has made himself unavailable for this series, so that's another factor for the West Indies. So you might see a new name at the top of the order to try to really provide some sort of stability at the top. So that is going to be a challenge, whether the West Indies can withstand these young fast bowlers coming out of Pakistan, because in the same way that the West Indies used to enjoy producing just a conveyor belt of fast bowlers, in Pakistan they seem to be coming out the same way.
Thank you very much, Fazil, for your time, and I wish you all the best, and I hope to see you in Pakistan soon.
Indeed. Inshallah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you so
very
much. जो इनसे सुना उससे तो यही लग रहा है कि पाकिस्तान के लिए वॉक इन द पार्क तो नहीं होगा वेस्ट इंडीज़. पाकिस्तान शुड एक्सपेक्ट a lot of resilience from West Indies in their upcoming series. बहुत शुक्रिया चैनल को फॉलो करने का. खुदा हाफिज़.